Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. Welcome to React and Chill. On this channel, there's two things I like to do. Talk about the bands I like and chill. I'm going to try to do that with this topic here. We talk about BABYMETAL, specifically KOBAMETAL, who's the head guy of BABYMETAL. And he retweeted a tweet over on X that some people are divided on. All right? Well, let's get into it. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and put this on the screen. All right. Now, you know, my Japanese is horrible. My ability to pronounce names is not so great. Here you have KOBAMETAL retweeting. Is here a tweet of Sanae Takaichi. Am I saying that right? Bear with me. Okay. In this tweet that he retweeted was saying, Sanae Takaichi is Japan's first female prime minister, which is an accomplishment there. You'd imagine feminists would be happy with that. She is a heavy metal drummer and a hardline conservative. Okay. Now, Koba is celebrating the fact that you have a heavy metal drummer here as prime minister. Okay. Now, it may just go as far as that, you know. But as you can see, as you could probably tell, some people are probably divided about the hardline conservative. And you could see in the comments, like someone here, please stop attaching political overtones to BABYMETAL. If you say don't discriminate against politicians who like metal, then please also introduce opposite party members who do. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to. All right? He could support whoever he wants to support there. I know he's attached to BABYMETAL, and maybe it's not a smart idea to do that because it inserts politics into it. But maybe he feels a certain way. After all, Sanae Takaichi did become prime minister. And so, I mean, I'm not sure how it works over there, if they all vote for it or whatnot, but it seems like there's a lot of support for her. So maybe, like, for those who don't live in Japan, it want to quickly be like, oh, that's a problem, without understanding what it's like over there and the culture over there, and maybe there are concerns. Maybe you should just, I don't know, shut up. Right? I mean, that's the thing there. Like, a lot of us like to look at this from like a Western perspective. I did look into it. So Sanae Takaichi said is against same-sex marriage, but says also there shouldn't be any discrimination towards sexual orientation or whatever. And already people are gonna have a problem with that. But the same people, and I'm 100% right on this one. I'm pretty sure. I'll just say 99. Just be careful. The same people who have a problem with it are also the same people who will support Palestine, which Palestine cares so little about the LGBTQ stuff, they would use the flag as toilet paper. And that's a fact. That is a fact. You kind of pick and choose, like if BABYMETAL came out with like a pro Palestine position, right? Like the same people who have a problem with this may not have a problem with that, even though Palestine, I mean, if you're gay, it's not a grand old time over there, okay? You'll be in the ground after you're flying off a roof and stuff. Not parroting Israel propaganda, just letting you know what happens. And you go anyway. So the other thing is here, I mean, this could just be surface level. It could be just him celebrating the fact that you have a politician who was once a drummer in a heavy metal band, who's also a woman, as the first prime minister. Okay. Cool accomplishment. But let's say it is a little bit deeper. So what? What's that a problem? Maybe Japan, the reason why they elected a hardline conservative is because that was what they're looking for, so that their country doesn't go the way of Canada, doesn't go the way of other European countries. Japan wants to stay Japan. What's the problem with that? You know, when you bring in a lot of immigrants all at once, they don't really assimilate very well. They bring in their own stuff, and they expect their own customs and norms to be respected. It will definitely interfere with Japan's culture and norms. You do that long enough, well, I mean, you could see and you see what's happening to Canada and see what's happening to other European countries. It's like, what? In Britain, you can't even wave the flag in certain areas. It's crazy. That's not even hyperbole. Japan doesn't want that, and nor should they need that. It'd be like, what do you know? What do you know what they want? They elected her. But really, this has nothing to do with BABYMETAL, other than the KOBAMETAL retweeted it. You know? I mean, most fans of BABYMETAL, especially since BABYMETAL's growing and they have a lot more fans than they ever have, a lot of the fans may not even know who KOBAMETAL is. They may know maybe only a handful of songs, really. Because to them, BABYMETAL is like that cool kind of niche band thing that's like this one fan I met called it K-pop metal, when we know that that's not what it is. When she listens to him, she knows the karate dance. Now, did I look into the situation with my own bias? Yeah, I did. For sure. At the end of the day, it is a dude who lives in Japan retweeting something that's related to Japanese politics. I don't live in Japan. I don't know anything about their politics other than here we have a politician here who's a prime minister, first female prime minister. Okay. I don't know various factors that would lead to them wanting to go hardline conservative, but I'm sure they have their reasons, and I'm gonna respect that, because who am I to judge? So, like, if you're like in America or in Europe, or I don't know, maybe Canada. If you're not in Japan and you're weighing in on this as if like I would say take a step back. Take a step back. Be honest that your biases are interfering with it, and you don't really know why. The concerns and stuff, unless you looked into it. But I mean, do you speak Japanese? Can you read Japanese? And be like, "Oh, Mr. Deadman, but didn't you just do that here?" Dude, I just admitted that. Yeah, sure. I looked at this with my own biases, and at the end of the day, it's just some dude who lives in Japan who retweeted something about his the politics in his country, but not really about any sort of not any about specific politics. He really just I think honestly it's surface level. He retweeted because it's about a drummer. Okay. At the end of the day, I think it's just about that she's a heavy metal friend, which is why she was on the Baby Metal Radio. Because the Baby Metal Radio show is going around looking for people who are secret heavy metal fans, and she is a heavy metal fan. With that said, I'm going to go back to doing what I like to do, which is listening to Baby Metal and Love Bites and Nimifilla and some Gotrek spin. You guys may disagree with anything I said here. If so, I understand. I mean, this is the topic that can be divisive, sure. But I don't really care about getting into the politics of it. Anyway, y'all take it easy and have a good one.